A truck carrying bales of military wares said to be illegally imported into the country by unidentified persons have been intercepted by operatives of the Nigeria Customs Service Federal Operations Unit Zone C in Owerri. Briefing journalists at the command headquarters in the Imo State capital, the zonal controller of the unit, Kayode Olushemire, says that the items were concealed in the truck loaded with household wares. Cartons of pharmaceutical items containing cough syrup with codeine, tramadol and injections and tablets were also said to have been concealed in the truck. Time now for sports news on the news at 10 with Kayode Alayode.
Thank you, Gimba. Welcome to Sports News. Floyd Mayweather has announced on social media that he will return to fight Manny Pacquiao this year, but did not provide any details about the potential bout. The Instagram post includes a video of Mayweather and Pacquiao talking to each other at an event in Japan, although it is difficult to hear what the men were saying. Mayweather made about $220 million from his May 2015 fight with Pacquiao. Pacquiao last fought in July, defeating Lucas Mathise to win the WBA regular welterweight title and called out his American rival afterwards. Now in football, Golden Eaglets of Nigeria will feature the 2019 Under-17 AFCON in Tanzania after they edged past arch rivals Ghana 3-1 on penalties after full-time scores stood at 1-1. Ghana went in front in the 54th minute after a goalless first half, which they dominated. However, the Eaglets fought back to draw level 1-1 through star striker Akim Miyamo. In the penalty shootout, the five-time world champions triumphed 3-1 and will thus join 7 other teams to battle for 4 World Cup slots next year. Meanwhile, Liverpool extended their winning start to the season with goals from Georginio Wijnaldum and Roberto Firmino, giving them a 2-1 win over Tottenham Hotspur. Eden Hazard scored a hat-trick as Chelsea swept aside Cardiff City to maintain their 100% start to go top of the table. Champions Manchester City eased past Fulham to maintain their unbeaten start to the season, and Granit Xhaka's excellent free kick set Arsenal on their way to a 3rd consecutive victory under Unai Emery. And Bournemouth moved into 5th place as Ryan Fraser scored twice in an entertaining win over Leicester City. Manchester United withstood a spirited second-half challenge from Watford to claim back-to-back victories. And the world freestyle football champion Iya Traore has endorsed the African Championship as a platform to discover talents and give the sport prominence on the continent. Brazilian freestyler Raquel Benetli confirmed the event creates opportunities for women to display their own skills. The maiden African edition ended today in Lagos, and the organizers believe the major objective of empowering youths has been achieved. And that's all on Sports News. Gimba is back right now.
Many thanks indeed, Kayode, brilliant as well. Now, the US President Donald Trump has declared a disaster in North Carolina, where at least 5 people were killed as Hurricane Florence unleashed terror. Though the storm sustained winds have weakened, it is projected to bring further catastrophic flash flooding, as nearly 1 million residents are without electricity. Meanwhile, Hainan province in southern China and Hong Kong are bracing up for Typhoon Ming-Hut, which is expected to bring about torrential rains and high winds to the region after it had battered the Philippines.
In the Philippines, at least 14 people have been killed following Typhoon Mangkhut's fury, with a massive storm claiming 2 casualties in Carteret County. Almost all the buildings in Tuguegarao, the capital city of the northeastern Cagayan province, have been affected by the storm, leaving destruction in its trail. 2 rescue workers were killed while trying to free people trapped in a landslide in the mountainous Cordillera region. Mangkhut, locally known as Ompong, entered the Philippines in the early hours of Saturday as a super typhoon and sent winds and rains across the entire main island of Luzon, home to about half the country's 105 million people. The storm's first casualties were reported in Wilmington, North Carolina, just north of where this pier is located. After landfall, Florence slowed to a pace that meant it would plague the area with days of flooding. In New Bern, North Carolina, the storm surge overwhelmed the town located in the confluence of the Neuse and Trent rivers.
We are expecting several more days of rain, and our focus now is getting people away from immediate danger. And then we will shift into putting our communities back together.
In downtown Wilmington,
More than 2,000 prisoners have been given a presidential pardon in Rwanda, including a top opposition figure. Victoire Ingabire has been serving a 15-year prison sentence for threatening state security and belittling the 1994 genocide. She has been a leading critic of President Paul Kagame and says that her trial was politically motivated. The president was won praises for performing and improving Rwanda's economy, but has also been accused of human rights abuses. The presidency is asking HSBC to return Nigeria's stolen assets and not give doomsday prophecy on the 2019 elections. The presidency wishes to make clear to all Nigerians, and particularly the global banking giant HSBC, which said that the second term of President Muhammadu Buhari would stunt the economy, that what killed Nigeria's economy in the past was the unbridled looting of state resources by leaders, the type which was actively supported by HSBC. That's it on the news at 10. I'm Gimba Umar. Good night.